Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the simple OOP CRUD application using Java. Here let us show the demo first. Here this is simple demo. Okay, OOP student information project, right? This is all the project I have done using the OOP concept, right? Here first I am going to add the new record. Here I am going to add the new record John. Here course I am going to enter as PHP, fee I am going to enter as 13,000, hit save button, record save, click OK. Here the newly created record was you will be able to see. If you want to edit the record, first you have to search the record. So if you click search button, it asks the student ID. Okay, so you can easily what is the ID you are going to update, you have to provide the ID here. ID 5, click OK, relevant information will be displayed here. Here you can change what you need and click edit button, the information will be updated here. The information will be updated, right? Now if you want to delete the record, first you have to search the student by the ID. This record I am going to delete, right? The Kishan, this is a student. The ID should be 1. Click OK. You can see the information. Click delete button. Record deleted. Okay. Here it working successfully. Now let's see how to do the system step by step. Okay. Let's close it. Right. First, what I am going to do is here. Go to the file, new project, Java application. Click next. If it is check create main class, you have to uncheck it. Here I am going to provide the project name. Here I am going to OOP CRUD. You can write student CRUD. Right. Click finish. Here this is my newly created application. This I am close it. This all this time I no need to close it. I am just close it. This is newly created application. Okay. Right. Close it. Right. This all this I am going to close this one. Right. Now first what I am going to do is here. This is your first application, right? So here I am going to click on this one. Here first I am going to go to create the packages, right? Package is very important stuff. Here these are the packages I have created. First package I am going to create new package. Here you have to write com.example.oop. Here you have to write student CRUD, student. Okay, this is called as model. Okay, this is a model. So you have to create as, you can put model package, you can put as model. I just put as student, right? So here click. So you have to create the model successfully. So let me change it. If you want to change the rename, let's rename it as model. It's a model, right? It's a model, right? After that we have to create as a model view controller. So let's new. I'm going to create another package. Not this package. New package. So okay. We have to create another package. com.example.oop. This one should be the second package, is a student controller. Click finish. I have created two packages. I have created another package is DB. So the same thing, I just get the rename. All the stuff you have to copy. Select this one, source package, new Java package. Press here. You have to student cannot student control. You have to write student DB. So student DB. After that, I am creating another one more package. This is called as student view. Okay, we have created the 4 packages over here. This is manage the DB. This is manage the view. This is a controller. Controller will be control all the application, right? This is the model. Our record is display from the model, right? We communicate with the database and data will be passing through the model, right? So here first what I'm going to do is here I'm going to create a model. So first I'm going to go to the database, right? So here this is the database I have created, MySQL. This is a MySQL database I have created, student information, right? This is the database name. Inside database we have created a table called table, which is a students table. We have a following column I have created, right? ID, first name, course and fee. ID should be auto incremented. Another fields, right? First name, course, fee. These are the fields I have created, right? Okay, you must create the database and table, okay, in MySQL. Okay, this is the you must create it, right? After created, what I am going to do is here we have to create a class here, right? We have to create a class, right? So here select this one. I am going to create a class here. Click the model folder, select the class. It's a Java class, right? Java class. Okay, here I am creating the class as student. Create the class student, right? Click finish, right? This is a class, right? This is an empty class. I have nothing to import anything else. This is an import here. So it is a class, right? First we have to import the get and set method, right? So ID, first name, course and fee, the same name you have to write here. Okay, so you have to write the same name. Okay, so here the same I have written. I just copy this one, I paste. If I return this one, it takes too much of time to come to the project, right? You have to write the private variable. First you have to write private. This is a private variable, so all the stuff only accessible only this class, right? So if you are access out of the class, we have to write the public get and set method. Okay, so private int ID, private, these are the variables I have created. So all are private variables. Int ID, string variable, first name, course and fee, the same column name. I have created the variable, right? After create the variable, I am going to generate the get and set method. So how to generate the get set method? Right click, insert code. Here you have to select as get and set method. You can see here, right? Here right click, insert code. Here you have to check get and set method. If you click on this one, you have to select all, select them all, generate. It will be generated all the properties, right? Get and set method, all the all the variables set as a get and set method. Okay, perfect, right? This is the get method, this set method. So get method, this is set method of the ID. The same thing as a first name, it's a get first name, set first name. Likewise we have to get and set method we have generated, right? Now our model is over. Now I am going to go to the another part is a DB. It's a must. Select this one. Okay, after done this stuff you have to go to the controller, right? Select the DB. Here also Java class. Here also you have to write DB or student DB. You have to create a student DB, right? Finish, right? So here what I am going to see, we have to already this DB connection we have there. I just copy this one. You have to paste it over here. Don't worry about this, all the source code I provided. Don't worry about that, right? Okay, right now here this is all the we have to create a static. Okay, static member we have to here you have to create the static. This one we have to this all the method we will be accessible. This all the packages, right? We have to this all the packages. This connection will be called. This okay, all the packages, right? Model, controller, view, all the packages. We have written one time for the connection. We can call. Okay. First, we have a connection object we have created. After that, we have created the driver. This is a MySQL driver, right? So MySQL driver, I haven't go to the libraries folder. Let me import it. Okay, I already downloaded the MySQL driver. If you are not downloaded MySQL, you just go to the Google and type MySQL driver for MySQL connector for Java. It will be redirect to the respective website for the download. Okay, so just click on the library folder. I already downloaded. Add jar folder. This is the two files I have to hold on the control key down and select both, open it. Right, I open it successfully. Now this is the URL. My database is located on the localhost, which name is student information. Let's go here. If you can, my database is located on localhost, which name is student information. Right. Okay, this is the database which I am going to establish a database connection. Right. So here we have established a database connection here. So this is a root and password. Root is a username, password is a blank. What's the meaning of that? When you are logging the MySQL server, this is a MySQL server. If you are install the MySQL for the first time, your username will be blank, password will be username will be root, password will be blank. Okay, when you are install this one. If you want, you will be able to change. Okay, so okay, I have put it here. What is the username of the database? What is the password? Right. So here we have to create the separate method. Here to, if it is here, we have to write here class for driver. This driver is the driver over here. This connection object here, call it here. Here we have specified the connection. Okay, specific connection we have to specify. Right. This is a URL, username and password. Now our DB is over. Now let's moving to my controller. So here select the controller package. Right click. I'm going to go to first. I'm going to create the interface. Okay. So you have to create the interface, not a class. I'm going to create the interface. Others. So you have to create the interface. This is the interface, Java interface. Okay, interface name I'm going to give here as student DAO. Student DAO. Okay, DAO. Student DAO. Okay, so here you have to implement the interfaces, right? So here this is the interface I have created. This all interfaces I have to import it over here, right? So here I have to explain it. This is inside the interfaces I have created the simple this methods, right? Okay, this is the method which does is a save data, update data, delete data. This is the method which is the search data. This is the list data, right? Okay, this is the particular package you have to create it. Now here save data, my data, all the database columns are coming via the model. So model, so here what is the name you have created? Student. This name you have to write here, student is. This is case sensitive, you have to import the correct name. Okay, now here we have to select this one, you have to import the package. It asks to import the package, com example, here this package it asks to import it. Then only it will be here, error go away. Now the same thing you control C to copy, I just copy paste it here. Right, this is a thing we have to do. This is student. Student, this name student. Student, copy, paste it, student, right? Perfect. Now it's working perfectly, right? Now inside the package I'm going to create another class. So I am going to create another class da implement. I just create another class student implement, right? So implement da implement DAO implement, right? This interface I'm going to implement it here. So you have to write implement. This interface I'm going to implement it here. So you have to write the keyword implements. Implements. You have to write this name. Student DAO. Student DAO. Right. Select this one. It asks to implement all the abstract method. All the abstract method mean this interface we have created interface called student DAO. It asks to implement. If you are write implements keyword here, which interface you are implemented. So here in this class it asks to implement all the abstract method. If you are click implemented here, it all the abstract classes will be implemented. These classes are coming from here. This DAO. This all the classes will be important. You can see here, right? Okay, now here I'm going to write the save code. So here this one we have to remove it. This is right. So this is save. Okay, so outright save. So here write the so save all right. Now here go to this DAO. Okay, this save button. This I just copy and paste it. I have explained it. So if I write and do it, it take too much of time to complete this one, right? So here first we have to create the connection object con student DB. This is coming from where? Here this is a student DB. My database connection is coming from this student DB, right? So here what I did here is I have called this class student DB dot get connection. If you call this one, this student class has a method called get connection. This get connection method what does is this all the connection will be available inside this method get connection, right? If you call this one, if you call here, this all the our database connection will be connected here, right? After that, we will be able to write the query. So we have to write string SQL, we have to write the variable, create the variable, we have to write the insert query, insert into which table I am going to insert the record, student table. So you have to specify the table which name is student, right? You have double check with the name. If there are any wrong, it won't work, right? You have double check the name before you have to write the query, right? Insert into students, you have to specify the correct column names over here, right? Which name you are going to add the record, right? So first ID should be auto increment, so we get rid of this one, okay? Rest of the column we have to edit, okay? First name, course and fee. So you have to specify the name, first name, course and fee. These are called as prepare statement. These are parameters, right? Prepare statement, okay. So here we have to write the prepare statement here. Prepare statement, we have to create the object PS connection, this connection object, prepare statement, this SQL query we have to call it here. After that, we have to write this sequence of prepare statement object, set string 1 students dot get name mean, we have to get the name from here, the student, this one we have to get the name, get name, get f name, get course, get set name, get fee. We have all this name we are getting here, okay, right? So here before that, before done the things, we have to write the another thing is a view part, okay? This view is handling the here, okay? When you are import the value, this all the values are coming here, and we have to values are here, we have to get all the values, you set the value there, we have to get the value, set the values first getting. After that, we have to the sequence of columns, it will be calling, and we have put it the correct column and insert the value if you have called this one, okay? Let's go to the view, student view page, student view package, right click new, JFrame, right, student form, right, click finish. Here I am going to create the form, okay? We have to create the form here, right? This is the form we have created, okay? First I am going to get the panel, first click on this one, background color I am going to give as a blue. Here I am going to create the label. After that I am going to drag one label, this name I am going to give as student information. Select this one, right click, here we have to increase the font little bit, 36, okay, right? If you want, you will be able to change the font style, all the stuff, right? So I leave as it is. So here foreground color I am going to give as white, right? This is simple header, right? Your design, right? After that, what I am going to do is here, we have to design the button, all the stuff here. It's very simple, okay? It's a very simple button. So how to design is, you have to drag one toolbar. This is the toolbar which the heading, under the heading of swing component, right? So you just drag the frame like this, okay? So let's go here. We have to adjust, we have to fix it, right? Okay, and this is simple stuff, right? Okay, so select the toolbar, go here, toolbar, here we have the border. I am going to select the border like this. This is a border, I am going to select this border, okay? So you have to type okay, right, the toolbar, right? Now here, first what I am going to do is, you have to drag the buttons. Okay, this one should be the save, search, save, same button, just Control C, copy, Control V, paste here. This button should be, otherwise you can drag the button simply, okay? Here, okay, I just remove it, okay? Now here, if you have any problem here, you just drag and drop. So first button, save, okay? So again you have to drag another button, should drag it, this one should be edit, or you have to create update, okay? After that, another button called delete, and the button called search. We have a 4 button we have created successfully. Okay, now we have to select all the buttons. Select this one, hold on the control key, hold on the shift key down and select. Hold on the shift key down and select all. Right click properties. We have to increase the font size little bit with bold 14. It would be great. Okay, here it should be great. Okay, it should be great. Right now, select this one. Select our form. Right click properties, code, generate center. We have to do another important stuff. Go to the source, control F. It's a find. Okay, you have to write UI. You have to type here UI. You have type simply UI. Press enter key. You can get this one. You have change it as a Java look. So you write matter. Now you have to run the program. You can check here. Say Java look and feel of the application. This is Java look and feel of the application. You can see here. This is Java actual look and feel of the application. This actual Java look and feel of the application here. It's actual Java look and feel of the application. You can check here, right? So here is very simple stuff you have to do, right? Very simple stuff you have to do. Okay, here we no need this. Okay, right. Actual Java look and feel of the application, right? Now I'm going to import the another thing is this one. I'm going to drag another panel. This panel I'm going to right click properties, border. I'm going to change as a bevel border, this one. Right now here I'm going to import our all the forms, right? So drag label. This one should be student name. Right click properties. Here we have the font style. I'm going to give it bold, that 80. It's perfect. After that, we drag the text field, drag it over here, little bit increase the size, so it's perfect. Right click with bold 14, click OK. So right click, edit text, backspace to remove the existing set, select OK. Now this one I'm going to change txt yes name. Right now select this one, or on the select this one, or on the control key down and select both. So select this one, select this one, or on the control key down, select this, control C to copy, control V to paste, get the another copy, control V to get another copy. Right, this one should be course, this one should be fee. Right, this is the fee. Okay, now here we have to reduce the size. Right now here I'm going to drag another panel. This panel also I'm going to do the things, right? This panel also I'm going to drag the labels, drag our this here, also select the border also as well. Okay, now here also I'm going to drag the our JTable as well. So as the JTable, you drag over here. Okay, no problem. You have to arrange them. Simply you have to arrange them. Right. So manner. This is the manner to arrange them. Right, in the order. Right. Perfect. Right. Now here select this one. Right click. Properties. Sorry. Select this one. You have to go to the table content, go to the rows, select and delete the each rows, go to the table model columns. You have to write first one is a student ID, integer, second one is a student name, course, the fee. Right. right? This is the text. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to do the thing is, we have a user interface is over, right? User interface is over. This simple user interface, right? Very simple. Okay. Now I attract it. If you are going to go to the title, if you have to given the title, select this one, form, right click properties. Here we have to the title, we have to write student information. Student information. Close it. If you are run and check, here the title should be ready with your title. Okay, it's clear. Okay, and this one's the best using UI design. Now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go to write the code for the save button, right? So save button, also right click, event, action perform. Here I'm going to the same code. This code I'm going to explain it. Sorry. Just copy, I explain it. Okay, right. Now here what I did here is the save button. What I did is, this is a class, the data, this is the class. We have to first one, we have to call the model class. Model class, we have to create the object, right? So model class, so student is a model class, name student. We have created the object called st. It asks import the package model. Okay, here the view also, the view student view also asks to import the package, right? So here first we have to create the variable sname. This is the name, sname. This is the text box name, sname, course, fee, right? So first one sname, it equal into the relevant variable course, right? Txt course. So this name is course. We have to, okay, we didn't name it. Okay, so we have to txt. This one should be the course. This one txt fee, right? So here txt name, course and fee, right? So here we have to all the variables. What is the value you are type on these text boxes? It assigns the relevant variables here. Course name, sname, fee, course and fee. Okay, it assigned to the variable over here. After that, this is student class object we have created. Student class object, when you are type on these text boxes, what the text boxes that is assigned to this particular variable. Okay, but the data should be, we are passing here. Okay, the student class object dot set method, we have a method called student class. We have a student class, this is student class. We have a method called set name, set course, set fee. It retrieve all the values over here. Okay, it's retrieve all the values what you are type on the text field. Okay, how to retrieve? Like this. It retrieve like this. Okay, go where's this one, right? It retrieve like this. Here, this is all the parameters we are passing here. It will be returning here. Get this argument and we have to set like this. Okay, it will be set like this. Get the first name, set it, ID set it, all the stuff. Okay, after that what I did here is, we have to create the DA. We have a complete CRUD function is there, right? DA, student DA. Okay, this is DA. Okay, so here what I did here is, go to DA, the student DA. To implement this class is student DA. You have to write this student class, the student DA. Okay, we have just copy and paste this class. Okay, but import the task, import the package. Okay, right. Student DA as a, we have to comment this one. Student DA as a method called save. We have set all the, what is your type on this, and all the variables you have set it here. We have to implement the DA. DA, we have a save method. If you just go to the DA, we have written the save method. You retrieve all the data. It will set it here. Set data we have to getting here. Get data. Get all the data. It will be following this sequence of column in the table. Okay. Now if you are calling the execute update method, your data will be saved in the database. This is how the process work. Okay. Okay, when you type the data on these text boxes, first time what I did is, all the data will be set into the relevant variables. We have created the model. This is a model. model class we have created the object because all the data will be coming through the model, right? So model, we have a set name, set course, this all the properties are there. We have set this all the names over here. If you are implement this one da, there will be the save method. We have called this object here. This all the values will be go to the students. It will be returning. It will be here dot get name, set name, all the will be set it. It will be passing here these columns. It will be added the records. If all the things are success, you can get the success message saved. Otherwise, get the error message. Okay, if you run and check, John course Java fee 15,000, hit save button, saved, because all the things are success, so it will be saved. Okay, here I have saved the same record. I have just all things I have to remove it. We have to do from the beginning, right? Perfect. Now what I am going to say, I am going to go to another thing, say list the data. How to list the data? Okay, list the list. So list also I have done it. So where are the list? The list is here. The list. Copy. Don't worry about this. All the source code I provided. So you have to put it to your project. You can use it, because if I use it, if I written and write the code and show you, it take too much of time to complete the project. It take 2.5 hours to get. It is very boring, so that I have to return student. Student is a class. Which class? Student class. We have all the model. What is the model you have created? You have to write here the name. First, you have to create the simple list, public list. This all the, if you are calling the list here, this all the student class will be listed. Okay, you have to write listed. We have to list all the things. We have to put in the variable list. Okay, so try to connect with the database. I already taught how to connect with the database. This is your database DB, the student DB. Get connection. There is the method inside your student DB class, right? Get connection. It will be manage your all the database connection, right? After that, you have tried a simple SQL query. Select all from which table I am going to load. Students table. This student table I am going to load. Okay. So we have tried the prepare statement to do the stuff like this, right? After that, what I did here is while loop I have to write, right? And we have to create the same student class, right? Right. First, here also same thing. We have to what is the value we are coming here? We have to set it here. ID, first name, course, and these fields are in the database, same database field. ID, first name, course, and fee. Okay, the same database name. You have to set it here. Set, and you have to put it this set ID, first name, course, and fee. This one like this. Set ID mean you have set it here like this. It's coming like this. First name, course, and fee. This is the argument. Okay, if you are set like this, you have to understand the first one, how the WOP works. This very must, right? Okay. After that, with all things we have to add it in the list. This list variable, you have to, there will be the method called add st. Now the student data we have to load it into the list. Now this list data we have to pass into the JTable. Okay, you have to pass into the JTable. So let me do how to do the task. This JTable is data passing. Okay, so what I am going to do is here, go here, go to source. We have to create the function public void load. Right. So here the same here, the what I did here is same thing. Just copy, paste it over here. Right. This is da student da. What's the name? DA da. This is die. Here the name. What's the name? The name should be important. the DA name correctly we have to put it here, then only it will be work, right? So the same name, okay. Now here the DA, so all the data should be coming here. The listed, the list mean the student list, student, the student, the student, right? So we have to write the, if you are, the data should be, this all the data should be listed. So the from here the student implement DA implemented data should be coming from here, DA object. So listed all the data, we have to create the lister, get the data DA list. If you call this function, it will be go and get the this list data, right? Okay, list data. Okay, so here, so now what I am going to say, we have to write the J table. J table, how to get the J table? If you are communicating with the J table, this is the name of the J table. This is the name of the J table one. You have to write the model, default table model. We have to create the object DFT. I just created. We have to cast it here to J table. Okay, so here J table, you have to set first time J table set row 0, then only it will be clear. Okay, it will be clear 0, right? After that we have to create the simple for loop. Okay, you have to write that for loop. This is the one. You have to get the same model student list. Okay, this is list. You have to write the list. Okay, this list we have to call it here, right? Now here all the data should be loaded this list. This list we are passing here. Okay, data. After that, what I did here is the list. We have to create the first variable int sid. This object, this list object, all these things are going passing to the student st dot string st name get name. Right. Okay, so what I did here is here first we have to set the name. After say what the name you are set at here, it will be get it here. It will be get it. The same thing we have to do here as well. Okay. After get all the names, okay, from the list, we are passing to the what's the name? What is the name you are set it into the DA? All the name you are retrieving to here, right? Get name, get ID, get f name, course, and fee. These are all the things we are passing to the J table. J table, this object J table of GFT. Add row, this is a function. You have to create the new objects. You have to create this all the arrays. It will be should be this one st name, course, and fit. This is this how we have to passing here. This is the things we have to do, right? This method, when the form is loaded, it will be loaded. So this method control C to copy, paste inside here the control C to copy, control V to paste inside the constructor of the class. The class name is class form. This is the constructor of the class. Okay, what is the constructor? You already taught in your core Java. The method name, which is the same name of the class name, which is which has constructor. The method name, which is same name as a constructor. When the constructor is loaded, all the method is loaded. Right. Now let's execute and check. Nothing is there. Now I'm going to add the data and show you. James course PHP 15. Click save. Record save. Now I am going to reload it again. Here it's working successfully. Now it's working successfully. Right. Now what I did here is the load method. When we add the data, we are passing here. Right. Passing here. After that, what I did here is add the data, we have to clear all the text false field. So txt sname, course, and fee, set text. We have to clear all the text false field. After clear all the text false field, our cursor will be focused on the here. It asks at the new record, so it is focused on this text field. It is txt sname. So we have write the method called Java. There will be a predefined method called request focus. It will be requesting to the cursor to add the new data. Okay, that's the meaning of request focus. Okay, it is requesting the new data. Right. I hope you are clear up to this. Okay, now let's go to do the another two things, update and delete stuff. Before update and delete, we have to check with the search the data. Right. Now let's discuss about the search part. Okay. Now first we have to copy this search. Okay, here. Just copy this one. Go to the implementer. Right. Now here the search, it will be work here. This is a get. Public student is a get. We are retrieving the ID. What's the ID you are typing on the particular text field? It will be retrieving the ID is a parameter it will be retrieving, it will be passing here. So here also the student class we have to create it here. It's a model. Connection, database connection we are given. You have to write the string SQL select all from student. This is the table name student where ID. Okay, where ID. Where ID mean what is the ID you are typing on the text box field. It will be coming here. Now here the relevant record should be here loaded. What's the ID you are typing here? Based on the ID, record should be loaded. Okay, so here it will be if you are type on the correct ID, the particular record will be loaded like this. Okay, it will be this also set ID, set if name, all the stuff. Okay, in OOP first we have to set the value. Okay, when you are get the value, the form will be get the value. Okay, here the view will be get the value. First we have to set the value here. Here also we have to call the set ID, set first name, set cost, set fee. This all the things I have explained in my list also. The same thing you have to do. If the record is available, you have to check. If result set, next if the record is available, we have to do the statistics. Otherwise it will show the error. Right. After that what I did here is in our form we have retrieving the values. So here what I did here is here we have to get the values. Search, you get the values. Now here what I did here is we have to create the variable int search. I get the variable search. This variable I get it here. Right. Search variable I have to create the one input field. You have to write the J option pan show input dialog. You have to as a demo I show you how the input box show. Right. When you click search button, it pop up the one input box. If you enter the relevant employee ID, if the ID is correct, the matching record should be displayed on the each text boxes. Okay. So here we have to write. After that we have to write this one DAO implemented this one. Okay. So here this class we have to get this same name, refactor, rename, this all the name we have to get it. Control C to copy. Here paste it. Instead of writing is simply. This is student model. The data should be coming through the model. Here student. Okay. This one should be search here. What's the data we have to add? It will be here. If you have to, after that what I did here is it goes here da, there will be the method called get. So here da, there will be the method called get. What's the ID you are typing here? It is coming here. The relevant matching record should be loaded and we have to assign to the relevant fields. So here it is coming here, we will get the values. So this I am getting these values. So we are using the get method of the class. Okay. So it's getting the values and set into the relevant text fields. Which text fields? This text field, this text field, this text field. So you are set text, set text, set text, set text. You are set like this. Okay, let me run and check. Nine. Okay, the matching record should be displayed. Now what I am going to do is I am going to edit or update the records. That's the thing we have to do. Okay, so here when the record should be displayed successfully, now I am going to edit or update the record. So first I am going to go to search is completed. If we search the record, we update the record. So what I am going to do is here I am going to go to the here, get the update part. This update, just copy. Okay, where's the update? Just update. Right, now I am going to paste it. Right, now here first I have to establish a database connection. After that you have to write the SQL query, update student. This is the table name. This is the student columns fields. Right, what's the ID? What is the ID? you are typing the particular ID, it will be update the record. Okay, here I have said the same thing. Okay, the same thing. Okay, this students, what is the information are coming here, it's all the things are provided here, get the ID, it is update the record, right? So just the thing we have to do here. So what I did here is, here in the form, double click on this. Here what I did here is, we have to do the same thing, you have to get it here, right? This is a code, right? I no need to explain again by again, the same thing like a add part. Okay, if you are again we have to explain it, it will be more irritating for you, right? So this is a DAO, the same DAO implemented. Copy, paste it here, right? Here also the same, the search you have right. Okay, here what I did here, what is the record your search? Okay, what's the ID your search? It is passing to the variable here, the search variable. So this variable, the record is there. So the matching record should be displayed on this text field. Okay, so you will be edit the something else. So here the set the values. So here the search, what's the ID you are typing here, it will be displayed here. This all the data is goes to the DA. Okay, DA, there are the method called update. This all the data, what's the data on the text field and ID. If you go to the DA, it retrieving the data, it is passing the relevant fields, get the data passing the relevant field. If you call this one, it will update the records, right? If it is success, it is method should be displayed as success, right? Now let's run and check. First search, record 9, PHP. Okay. If you click update, here it's updated. Okay, it's updated. I hope you understand here. Here you can check here. After update the record, I have called this function load, this load function. If you call it one, it will be loaded and show you. Okay, after that checks we saw all the fields are clear. Okay, the same thing you have to do the delete also. It's very simple. Okay, the same thing like a delete also. Well, it's a delete. We have to do the delete stuff. So go to the delete part. So delete also the same thing. Got to explain the delete. Right. Now what I did here is, here we have first establish the connection. This is the code for the delete. Delete from which table I am going to delete? Student table. Where what's the ID you are coming? The matching row should be deleted. Okay, what's the ID you are typing? Right. The other things are same. Right. Now let's back to our form. The form here, I'm going to delete button. Double click and okay. Here I'm going to get the code. The same code. This is a code. Simple code. See. Got to paste it here, right? The student class is a model. This model student DA, the search, right? What's the record your search? So record your search. The relevant results should be displayed. If you click delete button, it will be deleted. Okay, so it is goes to the DA implemented here. This class, there will be a method called delete. So what's the data you here? It is goes the here the delete package. It will be delete the ID. What's the ID you are coming here? It delete the relevant record. That's the things we have to deal here. Now let's do the task here also. The ID 9. Click OK. Coming here. Click delete button. Record deleted. Here there will be no record there, right? I hope you understand the CRUD system well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. This all the source code I provide in my Tutors Funny channel. You will be able to download and use it. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.